Yes, it is. Howie Footy is back and sounding all the better for it for McDonald's and Hard Yakky. You're listening to the Triple M Saturday Rub, and the big team assembled. And while Footy's been away, we have remained. And, of course, the standard bearer of radio, television and all styles of electronic media shows this one. Damo, nice to see you.
Thank you, Jim. It is good to have it back. We can actually add some football to the content today.
That's it. Not always necessary, but we'll get some done
Just
today.
a little bit.
Oh, not that interesting. Really.
BT, nice hearing from you. Beautifully called Thursday night, Friday night. Nicely done, Brian.
Thank you, JB.
Chris Fagan's going to join us as well. Mark Blitzarves, the big show coming up. Quiz, not so sure about news. While I talk about quiz, hello to you, Fat.
The quiz is back, Jim, by popular demand. And how good the Cats last night down
Very
at GMHBA?
They were okay, Bill. They weren't explosively fancy.
I reckon they were explosively fancy.
They were okay. Workmanlike.
What game were you workmanlike?
Well, it was a point the difference at half time.
No, 6. What were you watching? What game?
I was there, and they were workmanlike. They were good. They were impressive, all of those things, but they weren't Hollywood good.
I didn't say they were Hollywood. I said they were impressive. Shut up, Fat. Okay, Duck, welcome.
Hello, Bill.
Yeah. Everything all right? You've had a
very
big
good.
day. So the pubs have opened, and have you made sure they're open?
Did he use all the hours available, Bill?
All the hours, just down here close to us, the Emerald, and he might have got in there.
Why do you just run with that when you've got a pub? You've been talking about pubs this whole late.
Yeah, it's great.
You're
Look after your local, which you're doing.
I went to the Clarendon and had lunch, business lunch,
Denny's.
and then wandered down to the Emerald, yes.
See, and
Very
Bill would have
nice.
gone to the pub, and JB would
I
have
was
gone
at
to
the
a cafe.
pub.
Damo would have gone to a
library.
cafe with a difference in Albert Park, a slightly leftish sort of area.
What did you do?
And I'm out in the bush.
Chopping down
Shopping,
trees.
all that. This is the difference between real men and, well, people that tend to...
I heard Jimmy was doing something else.
What I normally do when we open up this show is talk about the incredible ratings that we bring to the table.
Yes.
Because Triple M have dominated forever, and I've actually got a bit bored going
You
down
have.
that path. But I am going to talk about
the rush hour?
television ratings for the first two games, Thursday night, Friday night, Damo.
And
Because
this is how much people love footy being back, isn't it?
well, we've all had to sit back and watch from a bit further east the crowing when you've got no
And north.
opposition. When you've got no opposition, when you're putting a game up against nothing,
Yeah.
suddenly Thursday night, Friday night, you're putting it up against the big show, and it's 1 million to about 300,000.
You're talking about the rugby league, as Peter
purple.
Blanty's calls it.
It was a double belting on both occasions.
I think the ratings in Metro actually doubled.
More than doubled.
And even on the seven mate versus Gem in terms of the AFL in Sydney compared to the NRL in Melbourne on Gem, that was a smashing as well.
So well done to you, Brian, and well done to everyone who put those two games together, because the numbers were extraordinary on Channel 7, and they need to be acknowledged, and Fox, of course.
And Fox, were they?
Jim, it's not about Channel 7. People just wanted footy back.
Of course. But what I'm saying, Damo, is there was way too much focus on what was happening when footy wasn't on.
Yeah.
Now it is on. I think we've seen the correction, and we've seen where the two sit,
And I think
by way of television audience.
And I think for the last 12 weeks, in preparation to this, in fairness to our own network, they've gone about it in a very confidential matter. They haven't mouthed off about what they're doing. They've just done it behind closed doors, JB. Been working hard at getting the audio, which was seamless, Bill.
It was very good.
effects.
I have to say that.
You know, there's other things they've been working on which they didn't try, and they probably
The
won't.
camera
But,
angles?
the camera angles were different to try and make it look like, they weren't shooting
Tighter.
empty stadiums.
Not sure about the mark then.
There was a lot of stuff that's been
No, it
done
was very good. I'll
to
give it.
make it look better in these circumstances.
And I like the noise. I like the crowd noise. There's no doubt about that. And I was interested in Fox Footy because there's some good advertising.
I don't think there is.
During the ad breaks with betting agencies and things.
What have you done there, Fat? Your body's too small, your head's too big, and you look like someone who's battling.
I tell you what, I'm doing some work. Wow, too much.
You did look strange in that photo I saw yesterday.
You've seen yourself in a photo?
Full page.
Photoshopped, isn't it? It's very photoshopped.
I look
You had
like
short arms.
a dinosaur.
Well, I mean, it's stupid as the body looks.
Anyway,
because your head's too big and your body's too small, so you look stupid there. But it's the look on your face, Bill.
Yeah.
It looked like you've been surprised, by something that's happened that shouldn't have surprised you.
Anyway, well done to all concerned.
I opened the paper. What day was it?
Thursday.
Thursday morning I read both papers.
You read The Age,
I'm
right?
not normally a reader of The Age.
I didn't think so.
But I opened that, and on I think it was the front page, was it, Bill?
Front and back.
Front and back page of The Age, Bill.
Yes.
Head. Then I go to the
Front and back.
the Herald Sun as well, and he's full page
I know.
there as well. 3 full pages on the one day.
What? No
I
one
don't
wants
think
that.
it's ever been
No,
achieved
I know
before.
that, but I don't know if the CEO
You are-
liked it. I had a teleconference with him yesterday
On Zoom.
while I was doing my other lot of ads, and he actually watched them.
And
Fat. Not happy. Well, he
So
shouldn't be.
fair to say, there's a few takes.
You-
I was supposed to knock off in an hour, and I was there for 3 or 4.
Bill, I just had a look at the wraparound.
Anyway.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that-
Anyway.
that's not the face of your organisation.
Anyway.
They need to address that immediately. You can't have that as the bloke fronting your
You
joint.
get paid out at half time. It's very good.
Now, Jim, we were talking before about what we've been doing during the week at
Yes.
BT. What were you doing this week?
Oh,
BT?
Brian, yes.
Chopping down some more forests and clearing the...
Damming.
I went koala hunting, found a koala.
Well, what do you
Did
do?
you leave it in the tree?
I left it in the tree. It just wobbled it a bit, but left it there.
Nice.
I started to cut it, and I looked up, and there it was. So I sort
right.
of backed
Good.
off.
Good.
Yeah.
Turned it
But
a bit low.
the reason I do ask, you've also, I'm always intrigued by what you get up to, and scheming your way through life and what you can pilfer and what you can get your money on and your
What
hands
a
on. And-
load of
and-
nonsense.
and
No, we all are.
well, it's come to our attention, mine and Bill's attention.
yeah.
anyway,
Yes.
Here we go. Yeah,
that you're moonlighting outside the confines of this Saturday program
Oh,
in a
hello.
broadcast radio sense.
Another radio.
Attempting to break into a market which you've tried once before.
Oh, no.
It didn't
Hurly
work,
durly.
the US market. You're trying to go global again,
Bristol,
BT.
what are you doing, Bristol?
Brian.
Look at the face.
Now, Brian, be straight with us, please. What are you doing?
Look, I can't help it if I've gone global.
So what is this one? Because
are you doing?
fair dinkum, on the back of Hurly Dooley, which wasn't a huge success.
Well, it hasn't been
Hasn't
on, Bill.
been-
Well, that's,
So
it hasn't even gone to air yet.
You went across the States, Bill, filmed for 3 weeks, then it rained,
Yeah.
stopped filming, then
Half-
COVID-19 shut the world down.
And we
this,
haven't-
this golf show you were doing with Greg Norman.
Hurly Dooley.
Hurly
So
Dooley.
what is this one, Brian?
This is a radio show, Bill. Just a simple sports radio show, beamed back into America to I think an audience of it's 36 million.
Oh, yeah, they're all tuning in.
No, it's a subscriber network radio over there, and it has 36 million.
What's it called?
So just 1.5 the times the population here in Australia. So
What's the show called?
What's the title?
JB might have 20,000 followers on Insta, but 36 million
70,
subscribers.
What's the title of the show?
I don't know what it's called.
Well,
Bill.
you're on the show. What's it?
It's called Aussie Footy or something.
Who else
You know
got
what
it?
it is called?
Yeah,
Bill?
what's it called? Here we go. Listen.
It's called, this is the
Yeah,
official
I'm
title of
writing
the
it
show.
down.
Aussie Football Rules America with Eddie Maguire.
Oh,
That's right.
oh, so Eddie.
Where's Brian's name?
haven't
Jim,
I haven't
got-
located my name yet.
I've got 3 pages of press release.
Where's Bristol?
There's no reference to
No.
this, BT.
Brian.
And I've got to. Well, I don't need that. Dave.
It's all about
I don't
Eddie.
Need to be mentioned as long as I just.
So
No, you wouldn't like that. You
No,
you thought, I heard you signed
No.
up as co-host,
I'm
Yeah.
very happy.
and
with it.
now you found out you're just playing the Robin to the Batman.
Very happy.
The
to,
problem is there's
turn
no
up.
Robin. It's just Batman. I'm here. I just Batman. No Robin. No little chubby Brian. No Robin with his jocks on. Oh, that's what I
Anyway,
listen.
you'll all be surprised. You won't be surprised to hear this.
What?
It's a freebie that I've just.
Oh, no.
A freebie doesn't go with you,
Brian.
Brian.
Come on, Bristol.
It is.
Will you complain about the lack of promotion about your good self?
No, I won't
Because
I'm-
you would have, if this is Channel 7, you would ring Lewis Martin straight
Oh,
away
Lewis.
and rectify this.
No, I wouldn't. And I'm very happy to be just not mentioned.
So the title again, Damien, please. It's a
It is
strange-
called
it's on
Aussie
Sirius
Football
XFM.
Rules America with Eddie Maguire.
That's it. Just
What? How
yeah,
long
Bill,
does the
have
show
Produced by
go?
Jam TV.
JB, I know you're big here.
How
You're-
long does it go for, Bristol?
I know you're big here.
I am.
But have you heard of Howard Stern?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Well, he's on just after us.
4 hours
Bristol,
after you.
how long does this show go for?
It goes for an hour, and then it feeds into the match of the day.
Right.
Oh.
How do
match
you
of the weekend.
fill
The
that out?
format. Yeah, the format.
Well, we,
Look at Jim trying to tell.
we interview people like Dellavedova, LeBron James,
right.
these sort of
LeBron James.
heavyweights.
Lebo.
Leave.
What we normally do is we take the prime candidates before Howard comes on,
Right.
and we just battle through those.
Mark
and then
Howard. Mark Howard, who does get those guests.
Howard Stern.
Oh, we need some audio.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do they
Can
say?
you dive into getting?
We tried to get somewhere. All we could hear was Eddie.
Right. We need
What do you
BT's
listen to Hot Breakfast?
input. We need BT's input into this show for next week. Can you find that?
Yeah,
for us?
something.
Yeah, we can, Jim.
We got deep into one interview, and I hadn't asked a question at this stage.
First 10.
And then Ed said, and we're interviewing Dellavedova, and he said, just if you could quickly include Dellavedova in a call of the game, please.
Oh.
Bang. Okay.
Oh, this is for
done
you.
it. For you.
You had it ready, Brian.
So this is your third foray into the
Yeah, because the
US
whole
market.
hooly-dooly.
Hooly-dooly didn't
And
work
what
out.
else?
The whole way back in the time of the International Cool Breeze. Remember?
World according to the Cool Breeze.
I can see Duck's getting very bored over there because he hates it when we talk about ourselves. You like to talk about the footy?
I'm just fascinated.
Yeah.
Just sitting here listening.
Oh, boy.
Is it a good earn?
How did you go last weekend, Duck?
He turned it back.
Well, next week the appointment is audio from that show of Brian.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
All right,
we need to get some of
That's
that.
36 million listeners, and it's apparently from the CEO who has personally been, marking each show. He's got 10 out of 10 on each one so far.
And the problem I think you've got is, as you had with Jason Bennett a couple of years ago when Tanya put the stopwatch on.
No, that's not.
I think Tanya put the stopwatch on episode
Tanya
2.
hates you. Tanya hates you.
Your son,
Tanya hates you.
Tanya
Bill.
doesn't hate anyone.
No, she
the
doesn't.
stopwatch was put on this hour.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
12 and a half minutes.
Oh, no.
Who was he
Come on.
calling
Ed
with?
got 47 and a half.
Who was he calling with, member?
Jason Bennett.
Jason Bennett.
Bill, you weren't listening for a minute ago when they mentioned Jason?
No, I just got a tip, actually.
Did you? What happened yesterday, by the way, Fat? You've spent every living minute in the Cremorne
Yes.
Yeah, I
since
have.
it opened,
Oh,
and it looks like it.
yes. Well, palmies. We've got 7 different palmies, and I've tried them all, so I've just gone back to the
Is it
start.
true that Australia has almost sold out of palmies? There's
mate.
been such a demand for palmies.
Yeah. PFD, who supply this,
Yeah.
they can't get them for 3 days. Last night we had the Geelong Footy Club in. We had the coterie groups in the pub because they can't go down to the. I ran into Brian Cook yesterday. He had to get special dispensation or whatever. It is. Yeah, to get into the game. So him and the president and a couple of board members.
Well, everyone does, Bill.
I know, which was interesting, I thought. So, but no, we had a big crowd at the.
There's,
Are palmies the new toilet paper, Bill? They're hard to find.
They will be, as Brian said or whoever said then. I wasn't listening.
So what are you doing? 7 different ones. How are you doing that?
Yeah.
Like, you
Well,
got
there's
your
a
traditional-
pineapple one.
All right.
Then you have the guacamole on one.
Oh, guacamole on a parmesan.
Yes, and then you have the Texan. And then there's...
Is that a bit of salami?
I need Mac, my Chinese mate, in the kitchen. I need him to send them through. He makes the palmies.
What else?
7 different
Well,
palmies.
we have 20 normally. We've cut it back.
Oh, times are tough.
Yeah, no, they're not. See, they are, but I tell you what, support your local, as Duck does. Support your local. It's very important for pubs to get up and going now.
You went and saw Kenny down the Clarendon?
Yes,
Our man?
Yes, very good. Very
How
good.
good is Kenny's
and
food, by
looks
the way?
after you.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
you run into some interesting characters.
You do?
At the Clarendon.
Yeah.
Always just interesting. And
Eclectic mix of people.
Colourful.
and Kenny looked after us.
Mate,
a
he
treat.
always
The wasabi prawn stuff.
We had the
best dish in Melbourne.
We had the back room and
Beautiful.
just, sat there. A couple of people, Carl
Yes.
from
Swifty.
Carl was there. Swifty was there. And
Beautiful.
I don't
a
think
few others, and then we just waddled down to the Emerald.
Waddle. The duck waddle.
Waddle down the
Down to the Emerald, and I ran into a couple of our work colleagues. Joey Montagna was down there.
Was he?
Nice.
Ewan, our boss,
Yeah, the boss.
was there.
Dewey?
Beautiful.
Joey's
He
blowing
was,
up too.
by the time I'd got there, our boss had had enough.
I don't think the Napier's up
What
and
about
firing
Joey?
yet in Fitzroy, JB. I know the Lawn Hotel is open, but the Napier's not up and firing yet, Bill.
Oh, the
Well,
big
some
boy.
pubs, because they can only have 20 in, if they've got a big area, it's not worth it
Yep.
to turn on the gas and the lights and all that. So other pubs have got nice little rooms you can get them in. So it's all working
Are
beautiful.
you adhering, Duck, when you do go out these days, to the requirement of food being positioned next to the...
Yes, well, I
The
had
liquid?
had the beautiful food, obviously, at the Clarendon first, but then went down there and ordered another meal, as you have to when you're sitting down. And obviously,
That
Andy,
meal's still sitting there.
Andy
That
Lewis
bowl of chips.
doing the right thing. Everyone was seated at the tables, no one standing at the bar.
That's what they don't want. People standing,
no.
drinking at the bar.
I'm not
things
sure.
like that.
I'm not sure why, Bill. I think it's a load of rubbish, but
Well, it'll change shortly.
that should
Duck.
change
Yeah,
shortly.
it will.
Like tomorrow.
as will player restrictions, and we'll talk about that shortly.
We will, Bill.
Because it's going to blow up very shortly.
blow up.
If things don't
It is
change.
blowing up.
Well done, Brian.
When they see that the second wave resembles the first one, and that's the sort of waves that appear at the Albert Park Lake, maybe some sanity will prevail in our country, Purple.
I will give you this, Jim. You've been onto this early.
Farcical is the word. Mark Blitzarves, love the way he plays footy. He is going to join us next. Big win for the Cats last night over the Hawks.
Yeah.
For Hard Yaki, you're listening to Triple M Saturday Rub, and for McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy. M rocks footy. M rocks footy.